Okay, so today I'm going to take you on a tour of Detroit Lake, which is located right in the heart of the city of Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. And this lake is actually considered two lakes. There's Big Detroit and then Little Detroit. And just looking at the map, it honestly looks like one lake, but technically they are two. And you can pass between both of the lakes by boat. People love this lake because there's always something going on. There's always action, especially on the northwest side of the lake where there's restaurants and the city beach and the pavilion. There's always something going on, whether it's a concert, a wedding, car shows, you name it. It's known as a higher end and higher price point lake. And I think that people would argue that it's one of the more prestigious lakes in this area. So what you're gonna see on this lake is a large range of homes, anything from small, quaint little cabins that were built over 50 years ago, all the way to super modern, brand new construction homes and everything in between. I love driving around this lake because the homes here are just beautiful and there is such a variety of design and layout. You will see kind of what I'm talking about as we drive around the lake. But before we begin the tour, if you are new here, welcome. My name is Mitzi. I am a born and raised Minnesota girl and a realtor in the Lakes area, specifically Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. And I love sharing why people from all over have fallen in love with living in and vacationing in this part of the state, and also helping families make their dream lakefront property a reality. So if that's you and you are looking for a lakefront property here or anywhere in Minnesota, please reach out to me. I'm going to put my contact information below. Okay, let's get started with this lake tour. Let's start on the northwest side of the lake, which is less than a mile from downtown. And like I mentioned, this is where all the activity is happening. The amount of events, places to eat, and things to do in this area is truly what makes Detroit Lake so unique and makes it a place that everyone wants to just come and hang out. There are several restaurants that have a perfect lakefront view, making for great atmosphere, a quaint coffee shop with a lakeside patio, places to shop, resorts and hotels, parks with pickleball courts nearby, and even boat rentals down by the beach. And speaking of the beach, Detroit Lake is famous for its mile-long beach. And yes, it literally is a mile long and is a great place to go walking or jogging along the sidewalk, which extends the entire length of the beach. And in fact, the city and the county just completed a joint project to continue the sidewalk 3/4 of a mile heading south along the west side of the lake. So you can see it's becoming an even more pedestrian-friendly lake and just a great place to be outside and be active. Okay, let's talk about the lake itself. Detroit Lake is comprised of just over 3,000 acres and is a relatively shallow lake, with most areas only reaching about 10 to 30 feet in depth, though there is an area on the south bay of Big Detroit that reaches about 60 to 80 feet deep. When it comes to launching your boat, there are 3 boat launches to choose from, and as far as connection and access to other lakes, you can actually travel by boat via the Pelican River under Highway 59 over to Muskrat Lake, which is especially popular with kayakers. And when water levels are high enough, you can utilize the boat tram, which provides you access from Muskrat Lake over to Lake Sally. Another point of interest is the Long Bridge area, which is comprised of a bar and grill, 8 seasonal cabins, and 60 seasonal marina boat slips. The restaurant features indoor and outdoor seating and is a very lively place in the summer months, where you will likely find live music just about every weekend. Then to do some more exploring, you would head under the bridge to Kerfman Lake, more popularly known as Deadshot Bay. Property owners on this bay enjoy the serenity of a smaller, more natural lake, but are still only a few minutes from all the action. And you are probably wondering about the fishing. You will find all sorts of species of fish in Detroit Lake, including bass, muskies, black crappies, walleye, northern pike, and so many more. All right, let's talk about the lakefront properties on Detroit Lake. At the time of this video, the average sales price over the past year was $838,000, and the homes on this lake have an average of about 31 days on market. Currently, there are 5 homes for sale on the lake, ranging from $750,000 to $3.4 million. Now, what if you don't find a place on the lake but still want all the benefits? Well, there are several neighborhoods with lake access and also lots available to build on, mostly located on the south side of the lake and ranging from 75,000 to around 200,000. And in fact, most of the new construction in Detroit Lakes is happening down on that southern part of Detroit Lake, which is becoming a more and more popular area to live. Okay, let's hop in the car and take a look at some of the beautiful properties Detroit Lake has to offer.